There's no need to complicate things. Let's stick to the basics. We both know what we want. Let's just keep it simple.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Let's Thrive Together, my podcast. My name's Carol Witt, and I'm the founder and director of Young Entrepreneurs Alliance, known as Y.E.A. We are a global coaching program delivered to business owners where they can take their business to the next level. Our 7 pillars teach you how to create and operate from a thriving mindset. We are currently serving students in 39 countries, of which 33 are in Africa. We offer 3 programs, the North America, Team Africa, and our brand new Youth Empowerment Program. They are each 10 weeks on Zoom twice a year, the spring course and the fall course. And we teach the 7 pillars for thriving now. Mindset, guys, it's a big deal. Focus, what you focus on is what you get. Declaration, speak it and make it so. Visualization, your roadmap to your future. Accountability / imperfect action, empowered to keep your word to yourself and others. Creativity, experience your greatness. Community, leadership, empower your community through your bold leadership. We are involved with many of our students' projects or businesses that they've created in Y.E.A. These projects and businesses make a difference in their communities. So guys, do you know how to create a thriving mindset and disrupt the limited mindset? Y.E.A. does. You can get on our wait list for our May 2024 course and become part of our thriving community. You can find our website in the description below, and let's thrive together. Bye now.
There's no need to complicate things. Let's stick to the basics. We both know what we want. Let's just keep it simple.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Let's Thrive Together. Mindset. It is a big deal. And this is my podcast. And I have the pleasure of having Promise on as my guest today. And I just want to share a little bit about him in how I know him. So I was introduced to him through an organization called Landmark Worldwide. And oh my gosh, this is an amazing young man. He is really up to some amazing things in his life. That's who I run with, are people that are up to amazing things in their life. And he is one of them. And guys, just that you know, I haven't known him a long time, but I already know he is going to be the Y.E.A. director for Nigeria. And I am so excited for what we're going to be able to create together and the impact we're going to be able to have in many people's lives. So I'm going to bring him on, let him tell you all about himself, and then we're going to talk about mindset. Promise, come join us.
Yeah, thank you so much, Carol. Carol is an exceptional and special human being, one of the greatest gifts God and nature has given to humanity. I really appreciate your presence on earth. My name is Promise Asukwa Uko, but I'm popularly referred to as Promise Uko. It is literally becoming a household name across rural Africa through our presence in our life-changing programs. And I'm the director of Promise You Foundation in Africa. Yes, I wouldn't say much without registering gratitude to the director of Promise You Foundation too, Lisa Miller. I believe she'll get to watch this, and she deserves credit because she has done a lot to push the foundation to the level at which it is, and a whole lot of things for the transformation of humanity across rural Africa. I'm a graduate of philosophy by degree. I hold a bachelor degree in philosophy, and I've equally gone ahead to do several courses in business, leadership, and others. One of the greatest which I've done and which has caused profound differences and which I am more committed to for a lifetime project is Landmark. Yeah, Landmark has caused profound difference in my life, and I am very grateful I did Landmark. And of course, I am always grateful to the director of Promise You Foundation America, Lisa Miller, for sponsoring me into Landmark. And of course, I have my bosses too. Anywhere I take a seat, I acknowledge people who have supported me, my biological family, my mother, my stepfather, and my brother. And then my godmother, Cheryl, in the United States, and my boss, Valerie, in the United States. And of course, the director of my foundation, a woman I revere so much in the United States, Lisa Miller. Thank you. With Promise You Foundation, we are causing huge differences in rural Africa. We have children under our scholarship project. We've donated foodstuffs to people in rural area of especially Jegele community in Ondo State of Nigeria. And then we equally handling a farming project, cassava farm and maize farm and okra farm. And then with the intention to expand to other areas, because where people eat well, they think well. The whole business of mindset equally boils down to people eating well. So these are of all the many things we are doing, these are the few we can mention for now. Thank you so much. It's a privilege to be here with you tonight.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Promise. And we're going to create some magic today. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I told you we're going to talk about mindset today, and I want to do an exercise with you. This exercise is not in my course. However, I'm adding it to the Youth Empowerment Program. Actually, next week it will be added. And then I'm going to add it to my 2 May programs, my North America course and my Team Africa course, because it's so powerful. And I'll tell you why after we do it. Okay. So
Yeah.
can I ask you a question? What's your favorite color?
Well, my favorite color is blue.
Blue. Okay, mine too.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So blue is your favorite color. All right. You'll know why I ask in a second. All right. So here's what I want to do. What this exercise is about is I'm going to give you some words. These words are pretty empowering, powerful words, okay? But I want you to tell me what the limited or the negative side of that is for you, okay? So your thoughts on a negative side for these words, okay? All right, so the first one, light, light.
Yeah, light on the negative side.
Yeah.
The absence of light, is frustration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, got that.
So,
Anything
thank
else you
you.
want to say about that?
Yeah, the absence of light is frustration and it's a confusion, because light is equally knowledge.
Yeah, okay. Understood. All right. The next one is your favorite color, blue. What's a limited side to it? What's a negative side to it? Blue.
Well, the negative side to it is that I get so much attached to it, and sometimes it looks like that's the only clothes I have because I wear more blue.
I have a lot of blue in my closet too. All right, I got that. Okay, the next one, exercise.
Yeah, I do 10 push-ups every morning.
Uh-huh. So what's your limited side to it? What's your negative side?
The negative side to it is any day I miss it, I feel like I'm overweighted. I feel like I'm
Okay.
overweight.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay, so when you miss it, you miss it. Okay, got that.
Yeah.
All right. And our favorite one, yours and my favorite one, leadership. What's the limited side, the negative side to it?
Well, the negative side to my sense of leadership is the understanding the complexities of managing human beings.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Good luck with
Yeah.
that.
Thank you.
If you figure it out, let me know, okay?
And it's still difficult. It's
I
difficult.
got it. I totally got that. Yes, I understand. All right. So I have a question for you. All right. So the reason I do this exercise and the reason why I think it's so valuable is I want you to understand you did not have to create those thoughts. They were just there. They're automatic. Our limited mindset is just automatic. We don't have to go anywhere to create anything around it. It's just there. And if you'll listen, it will be the thing that you operate from. So I
Yeah,
want to make sure people know it doesn't matter whether you use an empowering word or whatever word, any word, you're going to have a limited or negative side to it. And it's just going to come just like that. But a thriving mindset around these words, you have to create them. You have to do some work. They're just
yeah,
not right there. Okay. They're just not
yeah,
automatic. Exactly. Because we go to the limited or negative side first before anything else. So I want people seeing that anything in their life, they can have a negative side to it or a limited side to it. And if you
exactly.
operate from that, you're not gonna have your goals and dreams. Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So thank you for that. All right. So I have a question for you. Do you believe that mindset is a big deal? And tell us why.
Yeah, thank you so much. I believe that mindset is a big deal because you see, the world thrive from the place of ideas. The world thrive from the place of ideas. In fact, it takes a galaxy of ideas for the world to be where it is today. You have the aeroplane, the aircraft, you have ships. These were all conceived in the mind by individuals. And
Yes.
today, they are all available to make life much more easier for people.
Yeah,
It all started with the mind.
it did.
So, in fact, it takes a great deal of discipline to get good things out of the mind.
Yes.
And
Oh,
it takes a great deal of focus to stay on the mind to get results.
beautiful. Really beautiful. All right. Thank you. So I have one more question for you. Do you believe that it impacts all areas of our life? And do you have an example?
Yeah, mindset generally impacts every areas of our lives, not just some areas. Every areas of our life are impacted by mindset. Either the good areas of our lives or the bad areas of our lives, they're all the product of the dispositions of our minds. Take for instance, before I got into the university, I said I was going to go into the university. It wasn't very much comfortable for my parents as at that time because the resources was not sufficient enough to sponsor me through school. But
Mm,
I was resolved to go to school, and I told them if I get to school, everything that I need to go to school will be available. And I went to the university. I came out with second class upper, interestingly, and it was just all the product of my mind because I resolved within myself that I was going to come out with a bachelor degree. I was going to come out with a degree. And I
wow.
went to college, and it was quite difficult. My parents could pay school fee, but accommodations and feedings are I I worked hard through school to get those things, and
Wow.
textbooks, buying textbooks in school.
That
I
and that
Most times
took
I read through French textbooks. Yeah,
yeah.
but
And
the beauty of it is I came out a college graduate. I came out with a degree,
congrats.
and that's all. I resolved in my mind, not looking at the resources, but looking at my mind, I resolved I was gonna come out with a degree. And I went there, it worked for me, so it could work for anyone.
I love that. I love that example. And that is so true. You could have listened to a limited or negative mindset that there were no resources. There's maybe I'll just do it later. You could have been talked out of it so easily, but you fought for it.
Yeah.
And you fought
I,
for it.
I you know, the
That's
beauty
awesome.
of it, the beauty aspect of it is that, the beautiful aspect of it is that I got into the university and I got a lot of people support me.
Oh yeah.
I got a lot of people give me
Yeah.
support from here and there,
Yeah.
and I
So
came out one of the best students.
Wonderful. Really a wonderful example. And thank you for sharing that with all of our listeners.
Thank
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to do another exercise. And so this exercise I do in the youth program, in the North America and the Team Africa program. And this exercise is powerful. So you ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
so
go.
here's what you're going to do. You already told me that you want to work on focus. And it's perfect because
Yeah.
you're an entrepreneur. You're somebody that has a lot at stake. You impact a lot of
Yeah.
people. So you've got to have focus, right? You've got to
Yeah.
be focused. Okay, so let's create a little bit of magic around focus for yourself. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to quiet your mind for a second. And then I want you to tell me, it's kind of like a movie. We're looking into your life and you're going to tell us, what does your life look like when you don't focus? What's in your life? What shows up or what doesn't show up when you do not focus? What's it look like? Explain to all of us, like describe it.
Well, in the absence of focus, I feel a loss of power.
Loss of power. Oof. Yeah.
Yes. And I question my satisfactory level.
Ooh, you question your satisfactory level. I got that. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? What else?
Well, in the absence of focus,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like one, I do not feel satisfied,
No satisfaction.
and then no satisfaction. In the absence of focus, I also feel like yeah, I mentioned that I feel a sense of loss of power. I feel loss of power in the
Mm.
absence of focus. And in the absence of focus, I tend to blame myself for every
Oh,
misreach.
yeah, yeah. Good way to do. Yeah, blame yourself. Okay, for what you don't have. Yeah, I got it. Totally got it.
Yeah,
We got your life. Now, would you say that's a thriving life?
well, that's not a thriving
That's
life,
not a
and
thriving
that's
life,
why
is
I
it?
love to walk in the place of
No.
focus.
That's not a thriving life. But now
That's
I want you to quiet your mind for a second. And I want you to tell us, because I know you do focus. You've got to for the things that you're up to in your life. So when you have focus in your life, now tell us what your life looks like. When you're running after focus and you're pulling it to you, what does your life look like?
I'll talk from the moment I was candidate to the landmark introduction leader.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I felt a sense of fulfillment,
Fulfillment. Yeah.
and that's all because I was so committed to it. I was focused on it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I had instances where I doubted myself, but at the end of the day, I still beat myself into track, and I remain focused. And and the other thing is, of course, I never forget the day I defended my memoir in the university. The day I defended my project in the university. I mean, when I stepped out of the defense hall, I threw away my jacket and I was so excited.
Oh,
I mean,
excitement. Yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah.
the whole 4 years, for the four
Yeah.
years, for the 4 years of studying the degree, it was
Yeah.
all about focus.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
there were
Yeah.
moments, I had moments of frustration. I had moments of confusion. I
Mhm.
had moments I felt like leaving school. But at the end
Oh.
of the day, I was focused. I had a direction. I
Mhm.
concentrated on it. In,
Yeah.
in, in the midst of all those things, I was heading on. And at
Yeah.
the end of the day, I came out a graduate. I felt so fulfilled.
Oh, so
I felt
fulfilled
so,
and excited in life. I got that. So promise. Is that thriving life?
yeah, of course, that's a thriving life.
Yeah, it's a
Anyway,
thriving life when you use focus in your life, when you bring it to you, when you pull it to you and you're using it all the time, it's a thriving life. Okay, now
excellent.
what I want you to do is I want you to tell me inside of looking at the limited side, not having focus in your life, not using it, and then seeing what your life looks like when you have it fully and you're engaged in it. and you are focused and you are thriving. What shows up now for you? What's possible now for you in seeing both sides? What do you see now for yourself about focus?
Yeah, what I see for myself about focus is that living in the place of focus gives me this fulfillment I desire. Yes, living out of focus is frustration.
Oh, yeah.
Living out of living out of focus
Yes.
is a loss of power, as I mentioned earlier. And I want to own my life. I want to be powerful enough to
Yes.
control and regulate my life.
Yes.
And so, if I want to be powerful to
Yes.
control and own my life, then I should live in the space of focus.
Oh, yes. Awesome. Really great.
Yeah,
Really great. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So I have one more exercise for you, and this is one of the most powerful exercises I have created. Okay. It's one of the most powerful exercises people do in my program in Y.E.A, North America. And you're going to see it tomorrow with the kids in our youth empowerment program. Um, they are going to create some magic. So anyway,
Great.
it's called, so what we call it is, it's an exercise. We disrupt the limited mindset and we create. We disrupt the limited mindset on the spot, and then you create something that's more empowering and kicks you right back into action. Because in Y.E.A, we say no action, no movement. No action, you can't produce any results. No action, nothing happens. Okay. So I
That's
teach
correct.
people
That's
in
correct.
Y.E.A to be action takers. And I know you are
Hmm.
one. So let's create some
Of course.
magic. Yeah, let's create some magic. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Quiet your mind. Be very present with me because you're going to have to really hear what I'm saying to you. And what I want you to do is I want you to tell me when you go to focus and your mind starts talking, that negative, limited mindset, automatic, starts talking to you. What's it say? What's it saying to you? What's it say to you to stop you from focusing? What's it say?
Yeah, I have something like I have some questions that come into my mind about my merits.
Oh,
Yeah,
you start questioning yourself.
yeah,
Okay.
I question myself like,
Mm.
promise, do you really want it? Do you have
Oh, yeah.
sufficient
Yeah.
qualifications to
Okay.
get what you want to get done?
Okay. So you start questioning yourself. What else do you do? What else does it say? What's it saying? Listen for it.
Yeah,
Hear it.
mm, yeah. There is a question of merit, there's a question of qualification, and then there's a question of
Qualification.
acceptability.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a question
responsibility.
of,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
So yours is all
and
inside of questioning yourself. That's how you can
yeah,
talk yourself out of something. Okay, I got
yeah.
it. And you do know that's a very powerful conversation. If you don't disrupt that conversation, will you take any action?
Nope,
No,
nope.
you
Until
won't.
I disrupt
You
the
will
conversation, I take no
not.
action.
It will stop you. Because do you know that our self-talk, the only thing that it's trying to do is stop you from having what you want in your life, stop you from having your dreams and your goals in your life. And we hand over the power to that
Yeah,
unless we create something that's way more powerful. So are you ready to create something way more powerful? And
definitely,
all those doubts. Okay,
definitely.
let's create armor for you. Okay. All right. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to look and see. See, when I hear myself about focus, I'm like, Carol, you can't focus. What are you thinking? This is too much work. It never works for me. Those are the things I say. Okay.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
created focus is my superpower. And I got to tell you, promise, when I start hearing that limited stuff that's going to take me down a rabbit hole and stop me from having what I want in my life, I pull out. Focus is your superpower, Carol. Or focus, uh, it, you deserve to thrive. So let's focus, Carol. So I pull out my armor. So let's create something that's so powerful that it kicks that conversation, all those doubts of yourself, which by the way are not even true. It's not
Yeah.
even true. It's all lies. We believe in
Yeah.
lies. So kick it in
Yeah.
the background and you're going to pull your armor forward and you're going to be an action taker. We can't afford to have you stopped for any length of time in your life because you impact many, many people. If you get stopped, it's a big
Yeah.
impact, a big impact.
Yeah. Thousands
So
of people will be
thousands
stopped.
of people are impacted. So let's keep you in action. So promise, what could you create for yourself? What is so empowering for yourself around focus? What's focus mean to you? What is it?
Well, focus to me is having set goals
Having set goals. What else?
and then follow, having a defined will, a strong will.
A strong will. Okay. What else?
Yeah. So,
So
and then the next thing is
I haven't heard something that lights you up yet. What is something you can tell yourself that kicks you right back into action? It's got to be so powerful. But I'm hearing a thread. I'm hearing something here.
yeah,
But and so
yeah, and
it's a
then
will. It's a will. It's a strong.
yeah,
What
yeah.
else?
We have set goals, we have strong will, and then I have purpose.
Purpose. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So what do you see? What is focus for you?
Focus for me is simply purpose.
Purpose.
Defining,
It is, isn't it?
defining,
It
yeah,
is. It
having
is.
a defined
Focus.
purpose.
It's like this, promise, because you just created it. It's yours and it's powerful.
Exactly,
So what you want to
exactly,
do is you want to say, promise, focus is my purpose.
exactly.
You have to own it. It's yours.
Mm,
It's your armor.
exactly.
It's your defense against that limited mindset. You pull it out and you look at it and you go, yeah, promise, focus is my purpose. Will that kick you back into action when you're stopped?
Definitely, it gets me back into action because,
Yes.
of
Yes,
course,
it
it
will.
is purpose. It is purpose that brings fulfillment.
Yes,
And
it
yeah,
will.
according
It's
to my model,
powerful.
yeah,
It's powerful,
according to my
promise.
model, yeah, my model will tell you that purpose is the master of motivation and the mother of commitment.
Yes, it is. So promise, focus is my purpose. Oof. Ah, incredible. And all of the other stuff comes around it. But that's your armor. That's what you say to yourself when you are stopped, when you have been hearing that stuff too long and it just stops you from taking action. You pull that out and you go, promise. Focus is my purpose. And
It's my
that
purpose.
will motivate you to get right back in action because you know what focus stands for. Then it stands for you impacting thousands. It stands for you making a difference on the planet. It stands for you. Do you understand that? It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
it's powerful, promise, and you created it. That's why I love doing these. I work with my students in Y.E.A. For North America, Team Africa, and the Youth Empowerment Program, having them create things that light them up and kick them right back into action. So congrats. And I do what you call a Canva image disruptor so that you can have it on your phone. And so I'm going to create an image
Yeah,
that has
yeah,
your disruptor right on it, and then
yeah,
you put it
yeah.
on your phone and you can go, oh, when you are been listening to that stuff too long, you can pull that up on your phone and go, oh, promise, focus is my purpose. That'll kick you right
Purpose.
back. It will.
Yeah,
I want to tell you guys, really and truly, you have to disrupt that limited mindset or it has the power. And when it has the power, you get nothing done. But when you create something that is so much more powerful and it lights you up and gets you empowered to take it on, you move forward and you take action. And this is about being an action taker in life. No action, no movement, no change,
No
no
movement,
nothing.
no
Nothing.
change. That's
So,
correct.
so just know, and you own it because you created it. It came out of your mouth.
Exactly.
We say in Y.E.A, what you speak is what you get.
Yeah.
We say our words create our world.
Yeah.
So focus, you just created a world.
Yeah. Thank you.
It was
Thank you.
beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I want to just say to you this, guys, mindset. It's our beliefs. It's our beliefs about it. Okay, it's our shoulds and should nots about that area of your life. Okay, and
Exactly. Yeah.
now promise that you have discovered the beliefs that like hold you back. You now can create inspiring and empowering beliefs in every area of your life now. With this exercise,
Yeah.
with every area of your life where you're stuck and stopped and blocked. Okay. And I promise you,
Yeah.
you'll move forward. You'll be an action taker. You'll be a champion for change and a champion for transformation. And that's who you are.
Thank you.
That's who you are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I want to say, and by the way, one more thing, choice, mindset, guys, mindset's a choice. You get to choose
Yeah.
and hand the power to the limited that will stop you in everything you want to do, or you hand the power to that empowered space that you just created for yourself. You get to choose. It's a choice. And here's the deal. Once you distinguish, once you hear that limited mindset, oh, it's there. You can hear it. You can see it. You know you're operating inside of it. It's a red flag when you're not in action. That is your big red flag. When you're not taking action towards something you're committed to, you're listening to something that's stealing your dreams and your goals. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're giving that power to something that you are being able to create your life with. Okay. And you're the one that's in the power. You're the one that gets to say what's going on in your life, nobody else. All right. Okay. So I have a question for you, Promise. After experiencing this podcast with me, what value are you taking away for yourself that you didn't see before coming to the podcast with me? What are you seeing for yourself that you're going to take away and it's going to be valuable for you?
Well, thank you so much, Carol, for granting me the privilege to participate in this podcast with you. Well, getting to align focus with purpose, which has always been my confession. I mean, getting the privilege to reassure myself that this is what works for me is one of the things I'm very, very grateful to you in the podcast for. Yeah, because yeah, I've always been living it, but the opportunity to reconfess it authentically,
Yes.
it's a special honor. And then, of course, the discussion about mindset. The discussion about mindset is one of the things I take away. Yeah, because the discussion about mindset is not this mindset is not discussed enough.
No, it's not.
Mindset is not discussed enough. And interestingly, the mind is the foundation of every inventions, every creation. The mind is so. In fact, if a wrong invention or invention of destruction to the world is from a corrupt mind.
Yes.
Inventions of good to the world is from a good mind. And so
Yes.
I like what you're doing. I like what you're doing, America, the young people of America, now by extension, the young people of Europe, and of course, your presence in Africa. I like what you're doing because you are digging deep down to the foundation. to the foundation of breakthroughs, to the foundation of scientific innovation, to the foundation of expansion. And what's the foundation of all these breakthroughs? The mind.
So
Martin
amazing.
Luther King Jr. would say, the mind is the standard of a man.
Yes, it absolutely is. And what I'm
So,
wanting to do, my commitment, I declare it. I want to reach 1 million people with a thriving mindset, with teaching them these tools to manage their mindset in Africa. That's my
thank you.
that's my commitment. That's my goal. And
Thank you.
that's why I that's why I work with young people, because I want to reach younger people, so
Yeah,
they can manage their minds way earlier in life.
exactly. Thank you
Mhm.
so much. And you say you're targeting 1 million, but in Africa, and you've come to Nigeria. Nigeria alone is over 220 million people.
Well,
So
with your
you
help,
likely
I will get there.
so you
I,
likely addressing talking to me in Nigeria means you're talking to over 220 million people. And
all
so
right.
you're ready.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Promise.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
reach millions. That's what I want for them. So I really want to thank you for being an amazing guest today, working with me, creating some magic for yourself. I so enjoyed engaging with you and having you as my guest. Please, please, please share this experience with other people so they'll want to come and be guests on my podcast. Also, my other commitment is I want 100,000 subscribers on my podcast. I have around 200 right now, so I got a lot of work to do. So please share your episode with lots and lots of people, okay? And
Okay, no
and I'm
problem.
always looking for guests. So if you have somebody that you think would be great to come and experience this with me, let me know. All right. I want to thank
All
every
right.
I want to thank everybody that's joined us today for this episode. Guys, mindset, it really is a big deal. And you've got to know whether you're operating from a limited one or a thriving one. And the big red flag is if you're in action in your commitments. If you're not, you're listening to the one that's stealing your goals and dreams. I want to thank you, my guest. It was an amazing experience. That's what I'm taking away, an amazing experience today. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see you for the
Thank you.
next episode. Bye.
Bye.